The girl's entire family is allergic to bees, but she and her mother are trapped in a vehicle with 22 million killer bees inside. The two in the car notice an accident up ahead. A collision between a truck and a car has caused an explosion, and that truck is heading straight for them at high speed. The woman slams on the brakes, although the truck driver eventually stops the truck. The boxes on the truck fall off and break. Millions of killer bees fly out of the boxes. The woman turns her head and sees they are completely surrounded by bees. Fortunately, their car windows are closed. The truck driver, who didn't close his windows in time, is attacked by countless bees. He quickly gets out of the truck, begging the woman to open the door and let him in. The woman refuses to open the door. Opening the door would mean both she and her daughter would be stung to death by the killer bees. She can only watch helplessly as the man collapses on the ground. For some reason, the swarm of bees targets them. Countless bees have already landed on their car, trying to get inside and attack the two, trapping them inside the car with the bees. The woman quickly dials 911 for help, telling the police their location and situation, as well as her daughter's bee allergy. The dispatcher instructs the woman to prepare epinephrine, just in case. Soon, police officers and the fire department arrive on the scene. The police focus on areas where the bees are less active to conduct the rescue. The truck surrounded by bees and the truck driver need more specialized firefighters to implement the rescue plan. The police are trying to control the bees to prevent them from spreading to other neighborhoods and attacking more people. But unfortunately, the hot weather makes the bees aggressive, and that truck is carrying 22 million killer bees. Firefighters suit up and head to the scene for the rescue. They find that the truck driver has no pulse and is confirmed dead. Then they begin to rescue the woman and her daughter. The bees have tightly enveloped the car. It's not easy to safely get them out, and the girl inside is allergic to bees. They have to drive away the bees to rescue her. They used carbon dioxide spray, but they ran out of the spray and still couldn't get rid of many bees. The bees blocked the water intake, so the water pump couldn't work. The captain requested more fire trucks from the command center for backup. The woman in the car saw something horrifying. A bee had gotten inside. The dispatcher told her to check the vents. Bees kept crawling into the car. The woman quickly closed all the vents, but her daughter was in danger. A bee had already crawled onto the girl's face. The bee's stinger was aimed at the girl's face. She quickly slapped the bee and killed it, but unfortunately, she might have been stung. The area where the bee was had already swollen. The dispatcher told the woman to find the epinephrine and asked who it was for. They realized the woman's bee allergy was hereditary, and the pheromones made the other bees very aggressive. At this point, the girl couldn't breathe. The woman frantically administered the epinephrine into the girl's thigh. That helped the girl breathe normally again. Just as they started to relax, a bee crawled onto the woman's neck. Although she killed the bee, the last dose of medicine had already been used on her daughter. The rescue outside was still not making progress, and other rescue teams hadn't arrived yet. The allergic reaction made her face swell, and she had trouble breathing. The dispatcher came up with a way to break open the syringe to get the remaining medicine out, so the woman used all her strength to cut it open with scissors and found the medicine cartridge inside. But at that moment, the woman couldn't hold on any longer and passed out. The girl was terrified. She saw her mother wasn't breathing. She had to follow the dispatcher's instructions to save her mother. The girl, trembling, extracted the remaining medicine and injected it into the woman's thigh. Half a day passed. The woman still had no response, as the daughter was extremely anxious. Finally, her mother started breathing again. With the help of the dispatcher, the girl successfully saved her mother. At the same time, outside, smoke was blown towards the car covered by bees. The bees, driven by the smoke, began to fly away from the car. With enough smoke, all the bees flew away. The firefighters opened the car door and successfully rescued the mother and daughter. They were safely taken to the hospital, but the bees were not done yet. 22 million bees formed a bee tornado in the sky. They began to fly towards other locations in the city. A major disaster was about to be triggered.